Okay, we are at day 14. We have our full body fun day. So we're going to hit a little bit of plyometrics, getting into the legs, and we're going to hit some upper body moves, smaller muscle groups in the arms that we haven't hit yet this week. But as always, let's go ahead and warm up first. So let's just start with a single knee hug and rotate your ankle around one direction and the other. Take a few deep breaths. Lift that chest. Same leg, see if you can pull it behind and lift your opposite arm. Just get a nice long stretch from your quad through the front of the abdomen, the chest, and the shoulder. And then let's go to the other side. Hug your knee in, rotate that ankle around. Grab your core, that's going to help with balance. And then take that leg behind. Lift your opposite arm up nice and high. Perfect. All right, and then let's just take a few slow kind of squats. Sink as far down as you can. You can slowly start going a little deeper. Think about that core. Check in with it. Think about your pelvis. Try to keep it neutral. Have it just drop straight down. Press straight up. All right, after you squat, just add a little knee pull, little march, squat, little march, squat, march, and march. One more each side. And then we'll hit up the back of the mat, lean over those legs. A couple deep breaths. You can kind of bend your knees back and forth if that feels good for you. And then let's walk our arms out and end up in our downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Feels nice to drop one heel and then the other. I think gets a nice little stretch to the calf, a hamstring. And then level off your feet and let your hips drop to the right. Just a little twist and pull through the back. And then the left. And then the right. And then the left. All right, drop onto your knees, sit back on your heels, just bring your arms up overhead. Let them swing down, up overhead, and down. Keep that belly locked. And one more. Okay, lie on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. See if you can get your knees to touch one another. It gets a little more into your hip flexors. And then let your body kind of rock back and forth. This should feel nice on your spine and low back, like a little mini massage. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of abs. Get into that core. We're going to do a split leg V-up. And I'll show you what that leg looks like. And then we're going to do an oblique V-up. And we're just going to do 10 of each on each side twice through. So for your split leg V-up, your arms will be behind. You'll grab deep through that core, try to push your low back into the ground, and then you'll extend one leg up and then the other. If you need to, you can come forward and pull behind the knee. That's totally fine. And if coming up with your upper body, I know that doesn't work for everyone, then just go ahead and rest your head on the ground, and you can do a leg drop and pull back, and a drop and pull back. After that, we're going to be hitting up our oblique V-up. So you find the kind of the fleshy part of your booty, so you're not hurting your hip bone. You can go one leg, getting into that oblique, or you can go two legs. I think it's also a little easier to go a bent knee. So if any of that works, great. If coming up and down is too much on your neck and head, hold support for your upper body and crunch here, your leg and arm, and just keep the upper body still. But you got to kind of self-connect with that oblique in order to make it burn. All right, let's get going here. Roll it back and crunch it up. So focus on that core. Your abdomen is what's pulling your leg up. as well as supporting your upper body dropping back down, as well as supporting your upper body lifting. So there's a lot going on. It's a good one though. It'll help get the interior muscles of your core kind of stretch through those hamstrings still a little bit. Three more each side. Keep your chin tucked. Scoop through that belly, feel that scoop. And 10. Okay, roll on to that side. Find your positioning. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5. Try to find bracing and flexing all the way around that abdomen and torso. 8, 9, 10. All right. Other side. Extend and crunch. 2, 3. I'm actually pretty sore today. It's been a good week so far. 7. My back, my legs. 9 and 10. Triceps from yesterday. Okay, back to your split leg V up. 2. Your arms can end up helping you get up, so watch that. Maybe you need their help a little. It's okay, but try not to swing them too much. We want to force the core and the abdomen to do the work. Remember, you have to create resistance. 7. 9. 10. And 10. All right. Here we go. Those oblique V-ups. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flip it around. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Strong straight legs. 7, 8. Find that oblique. And 10. All right. Take a little child's pose because it feels nice. Give the body a little love. Okay, we're going to hit our little plyo set. We're going to do another set of 10 of everything, 2 rounds through. There's 3 exercises. So we're going to hit up a gate swing. So you're going to jump wide and low and then narrow to the top for 10. Then we're going to hit a lateral tap. So you just stay kind of centered, extend one leg out, opposite arm kind of reaches down, sit those hips, get that movement side to side. So 20 total. And then we're going to do a jump lunge or lunge jump. So instead of switching like we do with the Mary Catherine, we're going to stay on one side. So you'll find your lunge, and then you're going to jump off the ground, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. If for whatever reason that doesn't work for you, then you'll stay in your lunge and you kick up. Try to kind of keep that quick pace. The whole point is to get your heart rate up. All right, gate swings first. Ready, go. 1, 2. Make sure you get your whole squat, knees line with toes. The speed is your in and out. Here's 10. Now your taps. 2, 3. Check in with your core. 9, 10. Now those lunge jumps. 9, 10. Other side. 4, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, gate swings. Here we go. Keep your belly strong. And then those lateral taps. Sit back on that heel. Ten. Okay. Then our jump lunges. 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 6, 7, 10. That toe barely moving off the ground. Whew. But it worked. Heart rate's up. My legs are burning. All right. Enjoy a little stretch. Reach over those legs. Hinge your hips left and right. Let your heart rate settle. Just enough. All right. So now we'll hit up our weighted set. I have a set of 20s, set of 10s, set of 5s. We're going to start with, we're going to hit our same 10 reps. We'll see 2 sets through, and then I'm hoping to get one last set of everything. So we'll drop in and press overhead. Squat and press. If you don't press overhead, you can squat in and do an upright row. Elbows come high and wide. So that's your alternate. Then we're going to do a underneath hand and under grip row. So it'll be a little bit more for the biceps, but still getting into the back. So you're going to hinge back and just pull the elbows up like we normally do for a row. But you're going to come more. We'll have that underhand grip. You're going to come more to the rib cage instead of down into the hips. We'll get into those biceps a little more. Then we're going to go into a 2-way fly with our little weights. So 1 and 1. We're going to try for 10 each direction, wanting to keep with everything space and flexion between that low rib and the top of your hip bone. So that's your kind of point. You draw together, you lift those ribs and tuck everything deep underneath. Grab the pelvic floor muscles. All right, and then we're going to lunge and curl. 10 each side. So we'll curl as we lunge. So we'll end up with 20 curls. And then we're going to hit up calf raises. We're going to go 2 different directions. Straight up, 10 this way. And then you'll open your toes out. Good old Mary Poppins stance. And we'll go 10 that direction. Okay, that's it. Grab your shoulders. Give yourself one little last second. And then we're going to start with our squat press. Weights come up on the shoulders unless you're doing a squat row. Get your squat stance. Here we go. Target your elbows to knees. Press overhead. Find your core. 2, 3. Upper back is strong. 5, 7, 8. Neck stays relaxed. And 10. All right. We're going to do our underhand curl row. So find your hinge. Back is flat. And pull right toward your low ribs. That's it. 4, 5. Your neck stays out of it. 7. Back always strong. 10. 10 is such a nice number. Okay. Now our flies. Shoulders pull up, back, and down. Find your solid stance. Wide, and then front. Keep your chest up and be in control of the drop. 3. Rib cage is lifted. Belly is locked. Make sure that the chest doesn't drop as the weights drop back down. You got it. 8, 9, and 10. All right, now our lunge curls. I've been staying lighter with my curls. I think most of you know my poor little elbows are tired of gripping, so certain directions of motion I have to kind of just chill out on now. That's fine for a little while. Just back off. Find what works. 4. Keep the chest tall. Drive to the heel. 8. Check in with your core. 9 and 10. Switch. 1, 2. Push to that front heel. Belly stays strong. Be in charge of the upper body as those weights come up and drop back down. 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Okay. Calf raises. Grab heavier weight. Point your toes straight ahead. Keep that pelvic tuck. Work for as much range as you can. 6, 7, 9. Connect with the core. 10. Okay, hit your Mary Poppins and lift. 2. Not only for the calves, this is good for your feet and ankles. 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Hit a quick downward facing dog, and then we're going to go through our weighted set another round. Push your right heel to the ground, wrap your left foot behind it. Push your left heel to the ground, wrap your right heel around it. All right, walk it in. Grab the weights you chose for squat press. Here we go. Or your squat row. 1. Feel the work. Set into both directions of the move. Notice what's going on in the legs, core, back, shoulders. Try to sit back and down. 2 more. Perfect. All right. I'm going to do that underhand grip row. Hinge forward. Back is flat. Belly strong. 2, 3, 4. Check in with your core and your neck. Keep your neck relaxed. Create space between shoulders and ears. 9, 10. All right, grab your small weight. We're gonna hit up our two-way fly. 1 and 1. These little guys start to feel heavy fast. Set in to your posture and standing form. That flexion in your stance, super important. Incorporate your back. 8, 9, tug that belly button in, and 10. Beautiful. All right, lunge and curl. Here we go. Take that stance, feet are hip width. I'm gonna hammer curl this time. So my thumbs come up first, palms are facing. 5, isolate those biceps. 6, and grab that hamstring and glute, core, little pinch upper back. 9, 10. 1, 2, you got it. No swinging, eliminate momentum. Drive through that heel. 7, 8, come on biceps. 9, 10. Whee. Okay, calvesies, and then we're gonna hit one last set of everything. Okay, toes straight ahead. 1, 2. Focus that stance, you're in core, hips tuck under. 9, 10. You can also notice like how your ankles, or my ankles, kind of roll differently. Just gives little keys, pieces of information. What's going on, maybe where weaknesses lie. Last one. Okay, lie on your back. Where maybe you're tight, ligaments on one side. It's all good. All right, we're gonna do those split leg V-ups. Ready and go. Alternate side to side. 3. Scoop through that core. 'Check in. Notice where you're getting. How can you make it a little tougher? Dig a little deeper. 9, 10. 10. Whew. Okay, oblique V-ups. Ready and go. 2. Tighten in through that oblique. 7, 8, 9, 10. Flip and go. 5. Keep tightening around that core rib cage. 8, 9, 10. All right, come up for gate swings. You're crushing it. 8, 9, 10. Then our taps. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, okay. Lunge jumps. 5, 10. 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. Halfway. One at a time. 9, 10. Good work. Breathing heavy today. Good. Okay. Gear up for your squat press or squat row. Grab your weights. Heavier set. Find your challenge. Pushing through. Third set. It's where it's made. Have to dig a little deeper. Push a little harder. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Underhand row. 10, 9, 8. Grab the belly. Flat back. 2, 1. Shoulder fly. You feel so light after those 20s, but not for long. You got it. Pinch into that back. 7, 8. Reach really far. Just shoulder height. 10. Oh, yeah. Lunge and curl. Find your stance. Chest is up. Here we go. 2. Keep those elbows tight to the rib cage. 6. And then your elbows right under shoulders. 8. Don't forget, drive through that heel. 10. Switch. 2. That's it. 3. 4. Check in. Notice what you're feeling. 6. Where do you want to put a little more effort? 7. 8. Get those biceps. Grab your core. 10. All right. Grab those little calvesies. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Where's the core? Lifted chest. 10. Open those toes out wide. Here we go. Just a little different part. Calves. Get us a little bonus calf set. 9, 10. So just a little extra. Point your toes in. Heels are out. 4. Just another angle on those calves. 6, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Okay, start with your child's pose. Put your knees together for me and your hips all the way back on your heels. Rest your forehead on the ground. See if you can pull your shoulder blades together. Take your right hand behind you and your left hand across your mat. Push that left shoulder down and then swing the other way. Right hand on the left side of the mat, left hand behind. And then back forward, hands and knees. Put your fingertips so they point near your knees. And then slowly sit back. Stretch those forearms. Maybe bend your right elbow a bit. Bend your left. And then the other direction. Put the backs of your hands on the ground. And then rotate your forearms. So the elbows are pointing at your knees. And then they rotate out. So you have an internal rotation of the biceps. That means they're pointing in. And then you externally rotate in, pull them out. Okay. Let's bring our left leg forward. Hinge your body into that lunge. If you'd like, you can keep your back knee up, but try to get those hips squared off, and wherever you feel that nice hip flexor stretch. Plant onto your right hand and just rotate the outer right hip toward the ground. Bring your left arm up maybe. Stretch through that back. All right, bring it back down. We'll hit our hamstring. Go ahead and sit all the way up. Square off those hips. Pull that left hip back. Reach the chest forward toward your toe. Feeling that. That one got my heart rate much more than I was anticipating. It's good. All right. Bring your foot across. Find your pigeon. It's a reminder though, faster you go, lower, deeper, more flexion. Transition time, right? Cutting down transition time definitely adds up, builds that heart rate. And we put some time into the muscle. So that's going to keep your metabolism running at a higher rate throughout the day, which is good. That's why weightlifting has really become the forefront for fat loss. Muscle takes a lot more metabolism to maintain. So as you build muscle, it might not always equate to your pounds on a scale being less, but your body fat percentage will be in a healthier place and your metabolism will run at a higher rate, which is also healthy. So don't be scared to lift weights. All right, switch to the other side. Plus makes you strong, capable, do the things you want to do. All right, extend that back leg up if you'd like. If that's what you did on the other side, let those hips kind of hinge toward the ground. And then rotate your left hip toward the ground. Reach that right arm up, twist, and then back down. Toe comes up, pull that right hip back, reach your chest forward. It's probably a consequence of my upbringing where I was raised in the Midwest on farms and construction sites, but you were valued for how much hard work you could put out. You couldn't haul wood or carry concrete bags if you were not very strong. So I must be still bringing some of that mentality into my daily life. All right, cross that foot over, square off the hips, lower down, get that pigeon. Well done. Okay, let's get our forward fold. So bring that left leg around, both legs straight out in front of you, toes are up. See if you can get the backs of the knees toward the ground. Go ahead and feel free to put your hands into the mat behind you to help lift the chest. So this is where you want to find your seat, right? On the bony part of your hips, your pelvis, down on the ground. Even if you can't feel the bones because of your nice tushy, which is great, that's fine. You still can kind of tell where they are, and you want to level off there as opposed to sitting back into your low back, right? So you're not going to be able to get much range if you're rounding. So sit up tall, take a deep inhale, and then exhale. Reach your arms forward just as far as they'll go. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Maybe try to lower a little deeper, reach a little further every time. You can always use a strap or a towel to kind of help loop around your feet. If you're far away, it'll help pull you forward, or you can put a block on the other side of your feet, try to grab forward there. All right, friends, you did fantastic. You're trucking away. It's always a pleasure to work out with you, and we'll do it again tomorrow.